Good afternoon and welcome to today's last video on medieval engineering. As you can see, I'm using the same test wall as I have done, and this will be the last time that you see this particular test wall. I will be rebuilding it for the next one and you will soon see why. Right, today we are looking at siege weapons. Basic catapult. You'll notice I'm not using the standard bucket head, and there is a reason for that. The bucket head seems to work best mostly when this is at an absolutely flat angle. You can see this is not. In fact, this is so much not at an angle that I'm really struggling to get any range out of it, but it is good enough to demonstrate. Right, basic catapult design. You'll notice that this one is mobile. I've been trying to make them all mobile for a while now, apart from the trebuchet, and I'll show you why on that in a minute, because that does tend to shake itself apart. Right, let's take this one in for a quick look at the gate, shall we? What we're going to do, load it up. It was loaded, but you probably noticed from the screen that it simply fell apart when I was doing it. Right, all it is, 4 wheels, tension bar and the rope. If you've been experimenting with the catch box, you notice that they don't fire when you release the catch. It's something that I would like to see rather than having to retie the rope all the time. For now, there we go. You'll notice that you don't seem to get much range out of these. It is something that I've noticed. I will point out that it is not the length of the arm, and I will demonstrate that in a minute. And I'll also show you a slight improvement on this basic catapult. For now, let's wedge this a little closer to the gates, because we're determined to destroy those gates today, because I know for one that they are under a lot of tension and will probably go bang when they're destroyed. Hopefully. Alright, reload. Yep, you'll notice I'm not very good at this. Again, if you've watched my other videos, I'm still recovering from a bad arm. Right, this is again, and it goes, and it's smashed. It's like I said, short range. We'll worry about getting those gates later. This one, just to demonstrate, we have a longer arm on this one, quite a bit of a longer arm. So if we cut that, you'll notice that exact same short range. You'll notice I've added a little platform to this one. I will demonstrate why in a minute. What I'm actually going to do is pull this back, and I'm going to cut out this wooden beam just here. This will mean that it can flap all the way forward. Let's see if that gives us any better range, because personally I don't think anything will. This is just using the standard bog standard spring, by the way, and I noticed that it does tend to be fairly short range. Right, you can see the wreckage from the last one there. Maybe another foot or so. Right, let's show you what this extra platform's for. If you see anything else, by the way, that you do like in this testing ground, do have a look at my other videos. It will be the last time you see these, because I will be building a new testing ground. Right, the little platform at the side might not seem like it's really got any use. However, what I find it useful for is to place another rock just here, and you can see that we've got the rope markings. So let's attach a rope from that rock to that rock, and cut it again and see what happens. As you can see, we've got 2 rocks for the price of 1. Same range, no extra loss of range or height or anything like that. The extra platform is because if you put a rock down behind this catapult here, one up on there and fire it, this rock will go straight through these pieces of wood. Quite often your catapult arm, you can say bye-bye to that catapult. The last piece of item is the trebuchet. You'll notice I've used a standard bucket head for this. This is because this pulls back a lot more. This is just a basic standard arm. I actually made it off centre, unfortunately. That's my fault. I'll put my hands up to that. We've got a large weight hung off here. I've put it on hinges because they do prefer being able to swing freely. If you put a straight arm and a lot of weight on that straight arm, you will most likely find that this shakes itself to pieces. All it is, 2 uprights, beam through the middle on 2 of the catches, large weight on another hinge. This one has a lot higher range, as you can see. And you will notice that if I tie this back, that range is very dependent on the weight that is underneath, shall we say. You'll notice that shakes a bit. let's strap another set of weights onto there. See if we can get it over the wall. What I'm actually going to do is put 3 more layers of weights on here. These probably will hit the ground and break off, but it's just for demonstration. Again, I've got a second rock there, so I'll show you in a minute if it survives this one. The double rope trick, because it works very well with these as well. Let's put a rock in there, and then actually that's got a lot less range because the weight is hit there and stopped the swing. Remember, if you're going to put extra weight on, remember the extra height. So what I'll do, I'll pull this back. Obviously I think quite a lot of that's given in. We'll just demonstrate this 2 rock trick. Yeah, you can see how badly damaged the weight is. It's actually damaged far past the extra weights I added on. What we'll do, add a rock in there, tie this rock to that rock, and then cut. As you can see, nice big swing. We're still struggling with this rock, so it didn't go quite as far, but it does go in nicely. The next testing ground I'm going to be building, by the way, if anyone is interested, will be a demonstration on how to protect your walls from rocks and catapults and everything like that. So I hope you come back and see that soon.